I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, really breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I was 6 feet under. But now it's your turn to face the fire.
Do.
It's Thursday.
Is it Thursday?
Yeah. Why are they making a yin yang egg thing?
Because they can. I don't know.
Stop flipping through the instas. We got a show to do.
I know, but ooh. What does it mean? No, see, that's the problem. You don't like it because it's distracting you.
Right?
It's not distracting me.
I also don't like it when you do it during the time when guests talk.
I wasn't doing that. I don't do it during when they did talk. Mm-hmm. I don't.
What do you do when the guests talk?
I may or may not be doing
Playing a
color by number on my phone.
Color by number on your phone.
But
right.
I the ADHDs, the brain tumors, I can multi-do. I can.
But it doesn't matter. It's perception. It makes it seem like you're being rude.
But I'm not being rude because I engage, which means I hear.
You hear.
And I respond.
But you don't look.
I don't look at people when I talk anyway. That's not changed. I don't understand what that.
Oh, gosh.
I don't do eye contact well.
What is that? Eye contact?
I really don't. Like when I intentionally do it, I feel awkward because
Really?
I feel like I'm overdoing. Oh yeah, yeah. You don't realize it when I look even at you. Like I'm looking at.
I know
like
you look past me.
like
I know.
past
Yeah,
you or
I
your
know.
forehead. I can't.
I understand.
I just don't. It's a thing for me.
You don't like to see the window to the soul.
No, I don't. Nor do I like people looking into mine.
You don't need to see in there.
It's dirty.
Don't look.
It's messy.
There's socks everywhere.
The maid's supposed to be coming. I have no idea when she's coming. She was supposed to be here last week. I'm sorry.
Sorry. It'll be fine.
Place isn't a wreck.
Speaking of wrecks,
Really?
I'm just gonna go right into it. Well, I don't even need an intro for this. We're gonna do this. It's that local yokel.
Oh God,
Kathy
Governor
Hochul.
the Governor Hochul from the New Yorks.
Streets. We don't need people carrying guns in our subways. We don't need people carrying guns in our schools. We don't need people carrying guns in our places of worship. We don't need them carrying them into bars or restaurants, because that'll only make people less safe. This whole concept that a good guy.
Sorry, you have a question?
I do actually.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Real fast.
Yeah. Mhm.
No, and you know, just a rounded off number would be fantastic.
Sure. Yeah.
How many armed security does she have?
I would guess it's a guesstimate. Mm-hmm. I can guesstimate.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You're not going to have exact
Armed security, like always around her. 10.
Mm-hmm. But you know, guns don't keep people safe.
Nope.
Right.
Right.
No, keep going.
You good?
No.
Just make sure.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to.
All right.
Guy with a gun will stop the bad guys with a gun. It doesn't hold up.
What?
Democratic New York governor.
Whoa. It doesn't? You're right. You're absolutely right, Governor. Or Madam Governor. You're absolutely right. Because we've never seen or heard of stories where, you know, somebody who had
A gun.
a firearm,
A good
on them,
guy with a
concealed
gun.
carry. I've never seen them actually defend people in a situation where a
Never
criminal
have.
came in
Nope.
and tried to,
Nope.
do something wrong. We've never seen that. No. We've never
well.
seen those. You're absolutely right. That theory is
There was that
completely-
one guy.
Which one guy?
The one guy at the one church.
What church?
The church that almost had a mass shooting. Guy started shooting up the place, and then another guy came out with a gun and it was like, boom.
No, but that's different. That's That's an isolated event.
It's isolated.
It's isolated. It's not the status. It's not the normalcy that goes on.
Status quo here.
Right.
Okay.
It's not commonplace. Sure. It happens on a rare occasion. But it's not it's more of the it's not the rule. It's more of the exception.
Okay.
And because it is the exception, it is not worth.
Could it?
It's not worth. Hold on, but it's not worth putting everybody at risk because again to deny that it happens completely is lunacy. But it's not enough to warrant allowing.
Can I
allowing the state to make.
Can I
this
maybe
decision.
illuminate why it's a rarer occurrence?
You by all means, which not the direction
Most
I thought you
people
were going to
don't
go, but
carry guns.
Really?
Most people don't carry they don't carry guns either because they live in New York and it's not allowed.
You don't say.
Or they feel safe and secure in the things that they do on a daily basis to where they don't feel like they need to carry a gun.
Okay.
Okay? So the very idea,
the very notion
that is a few and far between.
Yeah.
The only reason why it's few and far between is because most people, when they go to church, they feel like it's not necessary. They feel like it's a safe place. Most people, when they go shopping at a grocery store, they feel like it's not necessary. They feel like it's a safe place. Most people, they have this idea when they're in a certain area for a certain amount of time because they live there, the idea in their head becomes, this area is safe because I live here.
Yeah.
I live here, so it has to be safe. Why? Because I'm a safe person. So everybody around me has to be a safe person as well because it's just how it is.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
It is. Well, and I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but just because you feel safe at church,
Doesn't mean you are.
well, I was going to say, yeah, it doesn't mean that you are, but there might be a reason for that. You may assume that, hey, this is a church, nobody's going to do that kind of stuff, which history has gone on to show, especially in the past several years, that that's a lie.
Yeah.
It will happen and can happen and does happen. And
Sure.
You just,
Right.
but I can also, and I don't know how all churches do it. I'm sure not every single church does this, but I know for a fact there are churches around here who have security teams.
No, wait, what?
Yeah, that's kind of part of a service thing that you can do for the local churches. On Sundays, you volunteer to be security, to kind of walk the hallways and make sure that everything.
They don't allow you to carry a gun, though.
It's
a church. Why would you carry a gun to church?
Not to name any churches by name, but I know for a fact that there was one that actually the both of us went to, frequented quite a bit.
I understand that one, yeah.
That was
and they didn't care if you were either a member or a security team. If you went armed, they were happy to have you. Yeah, I know.
And that most of the security teams on were actually led by either former or active
police.
Yeah, law enforcement of some kind.
Of some kind, yeah.
Sheriff's department or
Whatever
local
else, yeah.
PD, whatever.
Plus, they needed the sheriff's department out there to direct traffic.
Yeah,
every weekend.
Yeah. So you got because if you think about it, like nobody wants to have this stuff done. They're going to have protection.
Yeah.
Whether you see it or not doesn't matter. Whether anything happens in your lifetime or not doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's helpful. It's there.
It is, really. And if there's anybody out there, anyone at all that happens to be living in the New Yorks, Kathy Yokel is up for re-election, and the only person running against her is Lee Zeldin. I know the name. I know.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to say it.
This is the second time today you've accused me of thinking. You've jumped
am I
on
wrong?
me. I didn't say.
Am I wrong?
But I didn't say anything.
I saw your face.
It's not the point. I didn't say anything.
Am I wrong?
I didn't say
anything.
I know I was a good boy and kept my mouth shut.
I know you didn't say it.
You can't. No.
Am I wrong?
I will not. I'm pleading the fifth. I will not incriminate myself, sir. I didn't say anything. By God,
Oh, by gosh, by golly. You know? I'm just saying.
Yeah, James over on Twitter. And don't forget, when you're in churches, it's the herd mentality. There's a whole bunch of people, so you just kind of naturally think you're safe. The more people around, the better, which is a really odd thing to do when you think about it. You are actually safer by yourself than you are with people. No,
Right.
you're not.
I'm just saying.
Damn it.
What?
You gonna play it?
I mean, I could.
I'm waiting. Like
You want?
show's going. Like
All
your
right,
clock's
we can.
ticking, man.
All right. Well, I'm
We
just
got
trying.
stuff to do.
I wanted to find a good one.
Well, then you ill prepared, sir.
I know.
Ill-prepared.
I know. Anyway,
But yeah, no, like I the whole thing is just so stupid. I mean, fine, go New York, enjoy.
yeah.
Enjoy. I've seen a little bit of the Twitters I was looking at today. I've seen our people talking about it, you know, and somebody made a good point of hey, who wants to take bets? And I agree with this. Who wants to take bets on when the next, mass shooting is going to be?
In New York.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You can almost taste it in the air. Like it's
Right.
just
It's like that when the wind blows just right, you can smell the rain,
yeah.
but it hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened, but you can smell the moisture. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
the
just
ions and junk in the air. Yeah, no.
smells like rain.
Yep. That's about where I'm at with this. And I agree. You're asking for it. Like
You can hear it calling in the air tonight.
all right, Bob.
Hold on.
All right, Bob. No, the problem with this thing, like, and again, sure. How about, guns can kill people, and you don't want just anybody willy nilly, rolling around and doing stuff. But
Right.
if you're gonna, how about instead of making them go away, we go down the route of, and I understand, like I'm very much a shall not be infringed, but nobody, when I will agree, the one change for that when it was written,
Yes.
when it was ratified and everything else was a time where family units were still very strong. Parents taught children,
How to handle a gun.
how to handle a gun. Yeah. Life lessons and things like that. And there was an understanding there, and they learned how to do it. Then there was a stretch there where, you could even learn it at school. And nowadays everything is so far gone. Nobody knows what it is. And these kids think they're toys and or whatever. It's a video game or, insert whatever ideology thought there.
Yep. Right.
But I'm at a point where I will okay, have training. If you want to have a gun,
Have training.
let's, add training to the thing. I'm not above that at this point because we're no longer training people. Parents are no longer raising their kids that way.
Yeah, not to do anything.
So again, as much as I am very much shall not be infringed, how about instead of completely banning everything altogether, how about you actually put people through
Of course.
training? I mean,
Sometimes.
here's the thing. The government loves to spend our money.
Yeah.
Why don't they come up with a government program that will pay you to learn how to use a firearm correctly?
That's very true. Very true.
I think it's fair.
I can see that happening.
I don't see a problem.
Never.
with
I can see that happening never.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Speaking of governments deciding to spend our money, in response to the massive number of flight cancellation and delays, the Department of Transportation has announced a new online dashboard for travelers on Thursday.
wait, what? They did what?
They created a dashboard for travelers.
So they made an app.
For travelers. The Associated Press reported that the dashboard
The app.
would allow travelers to compare refunds and compensation offered by carriers for flight delays and cancellations. The online dashboard will provide users with information about which domestic airline offers the best options to ensure smoother travel experiences. Quote, throughout 2022, Americans have experienced an unacceptable level of flight delays and cancellations.
God. Can I interject real quick?
Oh, yeah, go right ahead.
I could it possibly be because
Everybody was broken out from COVID. And all
that's
that.
exactly what I was going to say. When you kind of, pull the rug out from underneath people, take jobs away, minimize things, require people to have, these shots and vaccinations and things like that. And then companies start losing people. And then,
Right. They can't keep
you're going to have quote unquote shoddy service because you're not going to have the amount of people. We had the same
because
conversation.
you're reinforcing it.
Right.
As a government.
We had the same conversation when they were talking about waiters and waitresses. We did this
Yeah, we talked
months ago.
Same thing, yeah. Exact same thing.
So-
Why is the wait time so long? Because everybody has a COVID restriction.
Because no one's here to work.
Right.
Even now, I've taken the family into restaurants and they're like, we're so sorry it's taking so long. We're just short on people. Everywhere we go, they're short
on people. And yet nobody can find jobs. Or they say they can't.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
Really, really
It's
weird.
crazy how that works.
It is. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so that was that was the start of the statement on Thursday from the press release issued by the DOT. An estimated 150,000 flights have been canceled so far this year. Mm-hmm. Reported FlightAware reporting system. In addition, approximately 21% of all scheduled flights this year had been delayed.
Which happens.
Yeah, actually, a lot more than people think. Quote, the dashboard provides air travelers.
The app. It's an app.
Provides air travelers with a one-stop location to obtain information on the services and amenities they should receive from airlines if they experience delays and cancellations caused by something within an airline's control, like mechanical or staffing issues.
Yeah, there's another place you can find all that, right?
Yeah.
On their official
on their websites.
site and
like
and their
whatever carrier that you're using.
Yeah.
Just find it right there on their website.
Another thing that you can do too.
Actually, all of the airlines have apps.
You mean dashboards?
Except for Frontier and Spirit.
No, they do too, actually.
Do they really?
I think so, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. They
That's
at least have a
scary.
website. I don't know if they have dashboards.
Also, did you know that you could look up? Google actually has all of that information already.
They do. Sometimes without even asking.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Like if you just look up flight times, it'll bring up all the cancellation notices.
You know what else that they have is a little thing called a phone. That you can
phone?
Yeah, not for searching the internets.
Oh,
not like the phone that we
we
think of
have.
today.
Right.
I'm talking about an actual phone.
Like
where-
a business phone?
Yes, where you pick up and you dial a number.
Oh.
And what you will do is usually you start off through a little bit of an automated system where it's all computer done and you would be asked to press corresponding numbers to corresponding direction you want to go.
Sure, yeah.
And then eventually, if you hit 0 and you speak to a person,
But that's after like 30 minutes.
that's not the point. You not always. If you're smart, the first option you hit is you
Zero.
just hit 0 right
As
to shoot,
much as you
and
can.
9 times out of 10 they'll
Just
get right
like
there.
quick press 0.
Right. And you eventually will arrive to an actual breathing human being who can inform you of those things if you ask. I mean,
Anyway, the dashboard is
You
designed
mean the app.
to protect customers from interruptions due to staffing shortages and mechanical issues. It does not include airline policies related to weather disruptions or other uncontrollable events,
why?
because it's only giving you options on how to get your money back from the airlines, and weather disruption and uncontrollable events are not
Well, they call it
they're not refundable.
because it's an act of God,
Right.
or they can't say that no more.
Yeah, they can't say that. That's why they say
Uncontrolled
uncontrollable
events.
events. Yeah.
But so basically, the federal government is just setting up a way with our money, by the way.
Yeah.
They created an app to basically go after.
So that you can basically kind of go after.
You're not quite
Not
suing,
suing, but yeah.
the next level to basically go and harass airlines.
for your money back.
Because you're not pleased because they had one less flight attendant from your hour and a half flight from, say, RDU to Atlanta.
Or that it was delayed for 30 minutes because they had to switch pilots due to a COVID restriction.
Right. That they've implemented, which, by the way, was forced on them by the federal government, who turns around and says, oh, we must uphold the CDC and everything else.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
That one. Yes, that.
I just want to make sure we were all clear on this.
And no, James, we're not implying that airlines have good customer service or had good customer service before COVID.
Now, they were better.
They were better than what they are now.
But, yeah, no, it's not. Yeah.
But no, they're not. They're not great. Well, no, okay. I kind of take that back a little bit. Because I did a lot of flying, like the year before COVID.
Yeah.
That year.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, you're right. You did.
I did a lot of flying. Like, for that
Well, but here's the thing. Like, okay.
And honestly, I had a great experience doing flying.
Well, here's my question. Is you have to, God, I can't believe we actually have to do this in 2022. But when you're talking about customer service, you're talking about the flight satisfaction and everything else,
Yeah.
like what exactly are you talking about? Are you talking about, like perfectly with James over on Twitter, are you implying that airlines have good customer service before COVID? Are you referring to literally the phone, the customer service, the dealing with the agents and everything else when you call them up or when you go to the desk to get the ticket or whatever? Are you talking about that kind of customer service? Or are you talking about what a lot of people still count as customer service is the flight
Hostesses,
attendant,
the flight
right,
attendant, yeah.
all that jazz. Because that's two very different
Because I'm going to tell you what.
bowls of fruit.
American Airlines, they had some of the funniest attendants.
Oh, yeah. No, I can vouch for that, too.
Especially when they did the whole exit and the best. They turned that thing into a production. It was great.
Yeah, they were fun. I think it's stupid. The whole thing is pointless. It's just something for them to spend money on.
Yes,
It's like-
our money.
Right.
It's a pointless endeavor to spend our money because nobody's going to go to the DOT to go find all this information.
No, but that's what I was getting ready to say, too. It's also a way to just... the Department of Transportation has to do something to justify itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like, ultimately, they have to throw something out there for them to be special and worthy and still have...
Because they've failed so hard because their biggest... because their number one guy is a butt judge.
Well, but now jokes are fun, but like, what's the point of the Department of Transportation?
I don't know, actually.
That's the point.
I don't know.
A lot of people have gone, what is the point? Nobody knows. But
the DOT is supposed to control transportation through across the continent.
right.
Across the
And they're
nation.
doing that by giving people access to the ability to complain and try and get money back from airlines. Again, what they're ultimately doing is they're propping up the airline as to be the bad guy, even though for all intents and purposes,
They were the reason why it happened.
the airline, is just following the rules that the government, who now owns them, gave them.
Right.
They're just trying to remove themselves from any responsibility. Mm-hmm. So,
And no, sorry, James. It's not because I can fit into a compartment overhead.
though he did and was very comfy.
It was only once, and I was very tired. I needed to get some rest.
Nobody bothered him.
No, nobody did.
And he actually had more leg room there.
I did.
It's just weird.
It was weird, but it was a very it was a very empty flight.
It was.
So, I mean, I could have basically slept on any of the chairs, but it was better up there.
Yeah. Again, you could stretch out more.
Right. They gave me a pillow and everything. Mm-hmm. It was nice.
Oh yeah. Again, they're very nice people.
Right.
So there you go. Anyway,
No.
who wants to go flying with us? That's all.
Yes, probably.
It'll be fun.
Nah, actually,
I'm saying.
I do a bunch of sitting and watching. Like if it's American Airlines, I watch a movie.
No,
You sleep.
I have a drink and I sleep.
You just don't like flying, do you?
No, I don't mind flying. Every time I've ever done it, it's been coach, and it's been very uncomfortable.
Oh, well, I I've always done coach. Well, you know what?
No, but I'm saying
we need to at least start flying business.
I'm also bigger than you.
I know.
So
we need
even
to start flying
coaches-
business class. That's what we need to do.
I'm down.
Let's do that.
John Adams once said, "But a constitution of government once changed from freedom can never be restored. Liberty once lost is lost forever." Nearly 250 years after Adams famously wrote those words to his wife, have you been left wondering if liberty is indeed lost forever? Many people are feeling that way, and who can blame them when they hear things like,
History is truly at a turning point. We do not yet know the full extent and the systemic and structural changes which will happen. However, we do know that global energy systems, food systems, and supply chains will be deeply affected.
with talk like that, maybe liberty is dead.
And now's the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there.
Or is it? From the people behind the #1 critical thinking podcast in the world comes Reviving Liberty, a podcast experience unlike anything you've heard before. Join your host, Andrew Coppins, on a path towards rediscovering what liberty is and how we can apply it in today's age of darkness and tyranny. Get ready for a liberty mindset in your life. Andrew will be with you soon, taking the first steps on the path toward reviving liberty with you. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcasting platform and engage with the show by visiting revivingliberty.com and follow Andrew on social media at The Coppin Show.
This is Defenders Live.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Yes, it is Defenders Live.
That is the thing.
Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. If you want to tweet at us, go to DOAEshow. Well, not .com. You go to Twitter at DOAE
DOAE
Show.
Show. Yeah,
Use the hashtag #ArmYourselves.
That's right. That's the best way you can
That's
excel.
the best way. That way, because it is. Because here's the deal: if you get in there, that's how we communicate with you.
Right.
We don't do phones.
No.
We don't do like Discord or have a chat room.
I mean, I have Discord.
We do have it, and we're not going.
I don't use it for that.
We don't. Twitter. Twitter's there.
Twitter's the way to go.
And the best part is like you can have engagement with everyone.
On Twitter
Yeah.
at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Go
chat
do
it.
that.
Drop us a comment at
Right.
Twitter at DOA Show.
Right.
Hashtag arm yourselves.
And, you know, if you want to, you can go to our website, doashow.com.
You could do that.
You could
as
do
well.
that. And you can become a defender with us.
You could.
It's only $5 a month.
Or $50 a year, whichever's easiest for you.
Right. You get a shirt out of it.
By going the yearly route, by the way, you realize you are getting 2 months free.
Yes.
I felt we needed to throw that out there because not everybody, or there's a lot of people who are, one might say, numerically challenged,
Like you.
like me.
Right.
And so when you hear the deal of it, that it's $50,
$5
but if you do the math at 50 times 12 is actually $60.
Right. Yeah.
So you save $10.
Yes.
And technically get 2 months for free.
Well done on the multiplication.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I practiced. Took me all day with a calculator and everything. I did. Yeah, all those times I kept going to the bathroom and
That's
I told
what
you
it
my
was?
stomach was
That's what
messed
it-
up.
that-
No,
no,
I
it
was
was just
practicing
trying
for
for
the
this.
night. Right.
Oh, good job.
I wanted to be on point.
Very well done.
But yeah, so I just figure it would help things as an understanding that you will be getting technically 2 months for free. On top of what you get for doing that is not only the our appreciation for helping keep lights on and be able to do further projects, which a lot of things are coming down the road. Oh my gosh!
Very happy about it.
Right. Yeah, we're definitely excelling a lot. The thing is you get a free T-shirt.
Yes.
And you get access to the second hour that we do after the. I will admit that this week has been a little.
This week's been a little lack on it. Sorry about that.
It has been a long thing but but you do get benefits, and there's other stuff we're looking to try and do as well
that will benefit you in the long run.
Right, because if some of the things that we have planned actually do kind of start coming to fruition, there might be similar things. Like I'm just spitballing here, but maybe
things and stuff.
Maybe access on a more personal level to us if we were to say be speaking at an event.
That might be a case. Yeah, that might be the case.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I understand. Where
something like, and I just that's just off the dome.
It could be one of those things where we can actually send out VIP passes.
That's what I'm saying.
And be like, no, this person is cool.
Yeah, to where we will do an actual special thing just for them. Maybe go grab a dinner or have a spot sectioned off for us
for defenders.
Right. That I'm just off the dome. It's nothing set in stone. I'm just throwing a hypothetical.
Things and stuff. If you were in the area,
like a hypothetical, right? If we happen to be speaking in your town, just again floating that it's
kind of out there.
It's not
in the future,
right? Well, no, it's again.
Think about it.
It's a hypothetical, but those kind of things are there, and the more people that come in to help, the more that helps,
and the more that happens.
Right. That's
right.
There you go.
Anyway, so in New York, still.
Why are we staying in New York?
Because it's just there. Well, there's also a story from New Jersey which I got to get to.
Oh dear God!
I know.
I want to get. I'm tired of being in the Northeast.
No. Well, there is a new North Carolina story I can tell you.
Still okay. Well, it's still north and it's east, but all right, fine. I'll let that slide.
All right, fine. So, in New York, there's a progressive Democrat. Okay. His name is Ryder Kessler.
Oh God.
He's a politician.
Okay.
In the New Yorks. Okay.
I'm following you so far.
He decided to take a picture of a car.
Okay.
Post it up on Twitter and complain about it.
Okay, that's okay. I mean,
it sounds stupid.
Well, it just, it
is stupid.
It sounds like it tracks, though.
First off, I want to show everybody the picture of the car.
And where is this again? Is this the
New
suburb?
York? No.
This is like New York City?
New York City.
Okay.
This is definitely in the New York. You can see the brownstone in the back.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So this is New York City, brownstone in the back. There you go. And I quote, "Genuinely can't believe this car is on my idyllic West Village street. It's an effing tank. I don't want to live in a war zone."
Really? A war zone?
War zone, yeah.
An absolute
war zone. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Well, I hit the right one.
Yeah, you did.
I shut down.
You did.
I need to do this anyway because I'm trying to do this. It's a war zone.
Yeah, war zone.
Really? Why'd you do that?
Huh?
Why'd you do that?
I just wanted to make sure.
Well, I just wanted to. Can you do me a favor?
Okay.
Can you, real fast?
Yeah. You need this?
Put this back up real quick.
Okay, put this back up. All right.
And I'm going to try and be doing a couple little things.
All right, so this right here. Here you go.
All right. Now,
yeah.
Those of you that are watching
on
the vidges, you see the SUV.
What
you're hearing, if I turn this up just ahead to make sure, because I noticed on Spotify it's a little bit quieter. This is supposed to be, I pulled it from YouTube. This is New York City ambient sounds. 10 hours, city sounds, traffic sounds, Times Square. Okay? So this is kind of average.
It's like you'd play this if you were homesick living out in the country because you lived in New York.
Right. Okay? Now, and it'll probably change a whole lot more. It's 10 hours, so God knows there's probably other sounds. But you can hear cars constantly go by. Right. You can hear people talking. You can hear, the announcements of stuff from, the
different places
and things.
Yeah.
Emergency vehicles. You can hear all that stuff. That's See, talking about trains.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we got this? Have you collected this? And those of you listening, can you at least, you got it. You have the sound, right? We have
Right.
the sound.
We got the sound. We're good.
Okay.
We got it.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I need you,
Okay.
and this is strictly for
Uh-huh.
obviously the audio, the video folks, they'll see it, but the audio folks will be able to get a
Okay,
chance.
so what do you need me?
I need you to find a picture of a war zone.
Okay.
An
I
actual
can do that. I can do that,
war
yeah.
zone.
All right, so war zone. All right.
You know what
got
I
it.
mean?
Yep. So
Same.
war zone pick. Here we go. And we're going to go there, and we're going to go. No, not video games. Dang it.
No, yeah, you gotta. I was gonna say, I know after I said something, I was like, oh wait, hold on. And I was like, wait a second, this is gonna be
Hold on.
really bad.
Yeah, that's rolled by out.
So I mean, you can pick any random battle scene or
Yeah. Hold on. I'm going there. I'm getting there. I just got to find a good one.
I know it's hard to do because that'll work. I mean, that's not.
Oh no, that'll definitely work.
That's not war, but that'll work. Okay. So we're going to throw this up. Again, those of you that are watching, you will see said picture.
It's close enough.
Yeah. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Kiev, by the way.
Yeah.
It is technically a war zone.
It is a war zone, technically. That
It is a war zone.
is a war zone.
In essence.
This is what a war zone sounds like. Now, I dare say it sounds a little bit different.
A bit of a difference.
A tad bit of a difference.
Yeah. And now, once again, this is not like sound versus sound. This guy is taking a Cadillac Escalade.
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
And comparing it to a tank.
Yeah. No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is he's that and I did it wrong. I know what I did wrong. But that is very different from, say, well, that's from inside. I don't like that sound. But there's city.
Very different. Very different.
That is very different.
Yeah. Very different sound.
I don't understand.
James, technically it's close enough. Yeah, I know. Thank you.
But I'm just saying, when you have this
or
this, that, or
just ambient noise. Which one is war?
yeah, I'm sorry, but I get very irritated.
A war.
I have gotten even more irritated, I should say,
Good God, y'all.
with people. God, my eyes are messing with me today. I get irritated with people who turn around and no, it's not even people. I don't know if it's because of old age,
Right.
like getting older or whatever.
It could be.
I'm beginning to truly detest hyperbole. I hate it. I get it.
Like in the worst ways.
It drives me banana sandwich.
So when anything is hyperbolic, it's not.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it because I get that apparently to this individual,
A Cadillac Escalade with all the features is a tank.
That is your
That's what you think
extent.
a tank.
Yeah, that's the extent of a war zone for you.
Right.
Okay.
It's
I got
it's
it.
not a tank. It's an SUV, dude.
Yeah, but-
it's a big one, but it's
Yeah,
not a tank.
but
I mean, you could call it. You can. Drive a tank and be.
Yeah, but
okay.
tanks back in the day used to be like actual, tanks. They called them that because when they would wreck, they would bounce off of whatever immovable
and
object.
then just keep going.
And keep going, right. Or we used to call them boats because they were the older vehicles and the way the springs and everything ran, it just kind of bounced and wobbled and did whatever.
Right,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
being on the ocean.
Sure.
But like I can't stand hyperbole anymore. I really can't. It drives me insane. Because that is not a war zone. We're hitting a point where hyperbole is no longer hyperbole. Hyperbole is taken as fact.
Yeah.
And people are not being able to differentiate between the two.
Yeah, that's not good.
And that's the problem. That's why I hate hyperbole now, because anything that's being said nowadays is taken as gospel.
Yeah, anyway, he got trashed on Twitter.
You don't say.
Yeah. It to the point to where he was basically forced to private everything because so many people were trashing him, and it got sent around so many times, and so many people kept trashing him
Because he's an idiot.
So he had to set his entire preference on private, so nothing gets out anymore.
Well, but
I think it's funny.
yeah, go ahead and encircle yourself inside your
Own little bubble.
Your own little bubble.
Yeah, keep yourself safe
God forbid you actually
in your gun-free zone.
Yeah. God forbid you actually grow as a human being.
And learn
that other experiences that your bubble is just a literal microcosm of the entire, not just even the world, like the whole galaxy.
Just that.
Everywhere is different than where you are and who you are. Mm-hmm. Your life, even from fellow New Yorkers, is different.
Very much so.
But you won't open your mind to that.
Yes, James. The cat said hi. He's yowling. Yes.
It's weird. Sometimes he can be picked up and sometimes he can't.
I know, but he's in the kitchen right now and he's loud.
Yeah, well, there wasn't food in the floor, so he might be hungry. I don't know. So
my wife decided to feed. Now he's a fourth generation Savannah.
I don't know.
I think it's a
fourth. I don't know.
I think
nothing about cats.
So basically, Savannahs are a breed of, they take a serval, which is a wild cat, and they breed it with a domesticated cat, and then they just keep breeding the domestication down a little bit. So he's like the fourth or fifth. Anyway, she was feeding him steak.
Oh, God.
No, this is funny.
She released the beast?
No, she was feeding him steak, and it was so she gave him a little piece of steak. He gobbled it up. Gave him another little piece. He gobbled it up because he was sitting right here. He paws up on the chair, gobbled it up.
Like begging like a dog?
Yeah. Gobbled up the steak piece. And she just rested her hand down there for another minute. He started licking her finger.
And then he bit her.
Didn't just bite her. Took her finger to the side of his mouth where he was actually going to chew. And my wife has a puncture hole in her index finger now. Because she stupidly let a cat put her finger in its mouth.
What did we learn? Never feed the cat.
And I mean that was a puncture. It was a good puncture.
Here's the deal, and
he went straight through.
I understand.
Look at that.
I can't. I'm telling you, my eyes are all jacked up today. Oh wow.
Yeah, really
smokes.
Good. Really good.
I bet. That's what she said.
She was like, "It's not bleeding though," and then she squeezed the bottom, right the bottom knuckle behind it. It's like, oh yeah, there it is.
Hold on. Why would you squeeze it? Of course, if you squeeze it, it's gonna bleed.
And then she waited 20 minutes to clean it.
Oh hell.
If you get sick,
$20 says she's gonna be sick by the end of the week. By Monday, she's gonna be
again.
Yeah.
No, it was 20. You were sitting there eating your potatoes instead.
No, I'm betting $20. You're sick by the end of the weekend.
She did clean it out eventually.
Yeah, but if you don't do it right away, there's that little blood that it purposely squeezed out, pulled all the germs and cat stuff back
into your body.
They say you're not supposed to use that stuff.
I don't care.
I know it. I know. I
it's
agree.
made to kill germs.
Yeah, but no. Do you know what they say? But you know what they say though. You're not supposed to use it because you're right. It does kill the germs, but it also kills the good stuff that's trying to heal the wound in the first place. That technically, if you're going to clean it, you clean it with
alcohol,
soap,
alcohol,
iodine.
I mean, iodine, yeah, but still.
But who wants that? Oh, who wants it?
Nobody wants their orange fingers.
Fingers.
Nobody wants orange fingers unless you have Cheetos.
Right. You don't eat Cheetos.
You don't need orange fingers.
Stupid. It's stupid.
So over to New Jersey.
Oh God. So we that.
Over to Jersey. Speaking of food,
from. Great. Now we move to God's armpit. Cool. Let's go.
Garden, right.
Right. You know,
Sorry, James over there. Now the cat has taste for man flesh. And then he put out the book, How to Tell If Your Cat's Plotting to Kill You. I think my wife has actually read that before.
that book is actually really short.
It's a really short book.
You open it up and it says,
is
Is it a cat?
Yes.
Yes.
It
Flip
is.
The next page. It is trying to kill you.
Right, at all times.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
It's pretty easy. It's almost like a flow chart, but
Yeah,
it's a book in book
It's just
form.
a book form, yeah.
Wow.
So,
I'm not sleeping on the couch anymore. What's that? I'm not. No.
so New Jersey banned blocking various stores from providing customers with plastic bags.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
And that's been causing issues.
You don't say.
Because instead, you know, New Jersey, they have bodegas. You know, little corner stores and all the rest of it.
Yeah,
you know,
because it's the silver flow from New York City. Yeah, I got it.
Right. So you just have so now they have another problem.
Okay.
Customers are stealing the plastic shopping baskets.
The good industrial
The good industrial strength shopping baskets that the shopping that the stores have and they bought. Yeah, customers are now just taking those home and then bringing them back and taking them home, bringing them back.
Well, but if they're bringing them back, then who cares?
No. They're continuing using them.
Yeah, but
At least they're not. At least they're still using.
At least they're bringing them back, right?
Right.
They're not coming back and stealing more, so they're not like 30 of them, holed
Piled
up
up
in
somewhere.
somebody's closet. I know I'm cutting off the story. We probably will never
it's
finish
fine.
this
Don't
whole
worry
thing
about
out of it. But I've always wondered. So obviously, follow me on the logic with this.
Sure,
so they're banning and a lot of places are doing this.
plastic
A lot of-
and paper, by the way.
Oh, they're banning paper too.
Yep.
Okay, no, but that at least tracks. At least that's consistent. Because
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say a lot of these places are banning plastic because there's it's not safe for the environment and some poor
Except for you
turtle.
have to cut down trees for paper.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Yes.
Well, how are you offsetting it? So here's the thing. So now this just brings up one other question then. So, okay, you are selling goods. People want to come to your store to buy said goods, which at this point is costing them an arm and a leg anyway, regardless. So you need to be thankful for what you get.
Right.
But having said that, people are coming in and they're buying said goods. How are they supposed to get them out of there? How are they supposed to transport them back to their location? You know what I mean? I always thought it was irritating that places like Sam's and Costco and all these other places are so huge, have so much money, and yet they don't produce anything. They don't give you anything. They don't have anything set up for you to be able to bring and take a lot of your products home. And you go into those places, you're buying a lot of big bulk stuff.
Right.
And all they can give you is like, here's a bread box from whatever, which, by the way, saves them from having to throw it away. So there's more money for them.
Mm-hmm.
I've never understood all that. Now, I get that, they say that the plastic, not the plastic bags, but the nylon ones, or
Right,
you
yeah.
know
Yeah,
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The fancy bag that nobody washes them, things they don't take care of them right, so people
And
are
they
getting
make it sick.
and da-da-da.
Yeah.
But
Because nobody does wash them.
no. But,
Because they're nylon. Why would you wash nylon?
well, but why would you not wash nylon when you're
Reusing it continually.
yeah,
for
and
groceries
your
and everything
your
else,
hamburger meat has leaked, or your chicken has leaked,
Into the
juices
things.
all
Right, yeah,
over
yeah.
the stuff.
Right.
I'm not against. Again, I'm very much all for being a good steward of No, I said steward,
Oh,
not
sorry.
Stewart.
Sorry.
I understand the
Sorry.
confusion. It's the accent and the speaking. But no, I understand I'm all for being a good steward of the planet and taking care of it as best as you possibly can.
Uh-huh.
But there also I also believe that the caveat for that, the addendum at the end of that, should also imply within the realms of common sense. Okay? If you're walking into a store and you are buying a can of beans, then yes, you don't need an effing bag to carry them out of there.
Right, because
I'm
it's a
with you
can
on
of
that.
beans.
But if you go in there and spend almost at $100,000, you go in there and spend
$100 or $200.
$100, $200, which still may just equate to a can of beans. But I digress.
That depends.
Depends on where you're at.
Right.
Way
It's a very fancy can of beans.
Well, I was gonna say with the way inflation's going right now, it's not
Fancy
that far.
beans.
We're not
It's
that
fancy
far away.
beans. Yeah.
But I mean, again, but if you go in and spend $100 and $200, you're buying a full buggy worth of groceries. You kind of need a way to get it moved.
So that's another term that nobody, if you're not from the South, you don't know what that is.
Buggy?
You have no idea what that is.
The cart, the shopping cart,
The grocery cart.
the grocery cart. But I'm just saying though, like the common sense is we need to be able to bring this stuff into the house and to make 900 trips with your AC or your heat running, door wide to hell open.
Right.
You're making, you're carrying what you can carry as best you can carry. You know what I mean?
One trip.
Yeah. But I'm saying if you don't have bags, you're not making one trip.
Yeah, you're making like 50.
Yeah. And again, doors constantly open and close. Like how you kind of have to really think a lot of this stuff to the end. People are so adamant about being environmentalists and like, well, we're going to work on this problem to this point.
Right. And
Cool.
nowhere else.
Cool. But what about the next step? Nobody ever thinks about
That's somebody else's problem because they're not involved in that step.
Right. But that in and of itself is the problem.
Right.
It's the absolute problem. If you don't take it and run it as far as anybody can humanly conceive down to the end, you can't do an actual right job. You're never going to be doing it right.
Yes.
Period.
Speaking of doing it right, here in North Carolina, two things have happened.
Mm-hmm.
One, North Carolina man was sentenced to 40 years in federal prison on Friday.
Wow. That's
Last
a long
Friday.
time.
Yep. The 36-year-old was running a drug trafficking operation in his home daycare.
Holy cow.
Yes.
It's a very popular daycare.
Yep.
Everyone wanted to be there.
Everett and his wife, Victoria, operated their daycare out of North Carolina called Tori's Playhouse.
Huh.
Yeah. In May, a jury found that Everett was guilty of six felonies.
Damn it. I knew that sounded familiar.
You know them? Or
Not them. I know the...
Tori's Playhouse?
Because I was like, wait a minute. Where is that? And I see down at the bottom, Fayetteville Police Department. I knew it.
Yep. See, it is Vietnam.
I knew it. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Sorry.
So, yeah, he was found guilty of 6 felony drug trafficking charges and firearms-related charges as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good cover.
There you go.
And the dads will suddenly be like, I really need to go pick my child up. Why is dad always wanting to do it? Well,
It's just one of those things. The second thing that happened in North Carolina today specifically, was that the camel toe made an appearance
yeah, she did.
in Durham.
God.
Specifically in Durham.
Thank God we weren't there today.
Yeah, she landed in RDU and then blocked all traffic all the way to Durham to do 2 things.
What were those 2 things?
Oh, 3 things in total.
Hold on.
One,
When you say do, are we talking about people doing, or we're just like
people were involved.
oh, no.
3 things. One was to tell everybody about the new refund policy plan from the government.
What
And
refund plan?
how the college refund shit.
Oh.
And how, Joe Biden is going to save everybody a ton of money and all the rest of it by switching to Geico. The second thing was to go to a retirement home.
We need to make that. Hold on. No. Before you finish, we need to find a way to do that. Find a way to put Joe Biden's head on the gecko. I'm just saying.
Somebody out there, please.
That would be fantastic.
The second thing was go to a retirement home. And the third thing...
Wait a minute. She encouraged people to go to a retirement home?
No, she went to one.
Oh.
She went to visit a retirement home.
Because she's taking out her
Right.
next house.
And the third thing was that she she was there for a Democrat dinner, which was $10,000 a ticket.
Oh, well, but, good thing they're not about money or...
$10,000 a ticket.
Let's, okay.
Fundraising event for the Democrats.
Let's just for a moment.
in Durham.
just for a second,
Yeah.
let's assume
Okay.
that you
Yeah.
were of the financial ability to afford
$10,000 ticket.
a $10,000 anything.
Okay.
Okay, but let's be fair about it. Let's drop it down. Let's say it wasn't $10,000. Let's say it was
$1,000.
no. Let's just a normal meal for you at a decent restaurant is what 10, 20 bucks?
30, 40 bucks.
Okay, would you pay that to go hang out at a dinner where Kamala Harris is?
Can I laugh at her?
That's not what I asked. Would you pay money to go eat around her?
Can I call her camel toe?
I don't give a damn what you do.
No.
I
get kicked out for yelling camel toe?
Oh, well, if you're disruptive and abusive like that, probably. But
Then no.
oh, I'm just saying in general. Like you can't heckle her the whole time. Like you
Why
can't
not?
you can't be a douche. Is what I'm saying. Like
She's a servant of America.
she's a. Jesus wouldn't like what I was about to say. Anyway, go to doaeshow.com.
Yes.
Follow us on all social medias at DOAE Show. Use
That's
the
right.
hashtag arm yourselves. Always be excelling, guys. We will see y'all on Tuesday. Are we doing a show on Labor Day, like anti-communist thing? I don't know.